Well, hello and welcome back. My name is Dwayne with Wellspring Components, and today we are going to be cooking ribs. We're going to do a low and slow cook, and as always, we're going to be using our Big Ben 40. Just kind of give you an idea on how that cooks, especially with a low and slow rib. We will be using our award-winning seasoning. It's called Meat Plus, and so it's a great meat rub. It is manufactured in such a way that it gives it a nice bark, but it also will lock in the juices and seal that in. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you've got a good quality piece of meat, and that's exactly what we've got here. We're going to use one of our favorites, kind of a baby back rib. With that also being said, you want to pull the membranes off the back. It's sometimes easier just to score it and then to take it off in strips and sections, but take that membrane off. If you don't want to do that, just simply nice score on it so some of those juice stuff can allow to get inside behind there. But again, best option is kind of take them off. And then we're also going to be trimming off any of the edges. You want a nice uniform piece of meat that goes on there, so make sure that you trim off any of those loose cuts or the small pieces that are on the ends to give us a nice look. Again, because of our seasonings and the way that they are designed, you can use them generously. We want to make sure that we are sealing in juices. We want to make sure that we are putting together by the end of the cook a great bark. And again, so do not be afraid to use these seasonings. Get them in there nice and neat. Now, we've already got several of the ribs finished because we like for ours to sit overnight in the refrigerator. But to kind of give you an idea in a process, when you're done with a quality piece of meat, that's kind of what we're looking for. So let's get these things ready to put on the fire. All right, so we're back out here at the Big Ben 40, and what we're going to do is we've got 40 pounds of briquettes in there, and we've ridged them up to the top, and we started our fire along the top. So we've waited for it, as you've seen, we've waited for it to get kind of the nice white hot. Now we've got some chips of apple. We're going to throw some apple in there, give us some extra smoke, and then get ready to load our meat up. Once we do get this all situated as well, we're going to be throwing on a drip pan in order to kind of catch those juices and flavors, just in order to keep some of the flavors up and going throughout the cook. All right, so one of the cool things about the 40 is the versatility of it. We only need 12 racks of ribs today for lunch for our employees, so we're only going to be cooking 12 racks. But the way that you can actually cook this, if you notice, you can put 6 on each rack, making it 24 racks of ribs at the same time. But again, since we're only going to be doing 12 racks, we're just putting on 3 per rack. Same as always, bring it down, clamp it, and we'll load it up here in just a second. All right, so as you can see, the wood is doing great. We got our smoke up and rolling. Same thing with the Big Ben. One person operation. You can load it, unload it, lack down the latches. Now, because it is fully rotisserie, this is the coolest part. Let it do its job. We can go and prep other sides, other items, and ready to go. We're going to be running about 200 degrees on this cooker. As you can see, our vents are closed about a 1/4 way open to maintain that low and slow. Our chimney is also closed up about maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of the way, just to watch that temperature. And now we wait. All right, we have been cooking for about 2 hours, 15 minutes. We've noticed we've got a really good bark. We also noticed that the meat is starting to pull away, so we're going to get them off, get them wrapped up, and ready to finish cooking here in a little bit. Again, neat feature is it's a one-person operation. You can turn it off, raise the racks, pull it out, remembering, once again, it's going to be hot. When you step away, make sure you start it back up so the lower ones don't start to burn. Okay, so what we're doing over here now is we're going to take them off. They're not completely cooked yet. Some people like to wrap them in butcher paper, and we do that as well in order to lock in some of those juices to kind of finish it up. But today we're actually going to put them in tin foil. I'll show you what that looks like. Now we did cook with some apple wood. So we're going to throw in some apple juice just to kind of let this thing finish up. Just enough in there to get that bottom nice and saturated. And then cover it with tin foil and put it back on the grill. One of the really great things about the Big Ben is the versatility. And because we wrapped our ribs in a foil pan with apple juice, we're going to finish the cook on these racks. And so, added treat for today, we're actually also going to cook baked beans. We're going to keep them open so the good smoke flavor will hit there. So when we serve lunch later today, we will have ribs, baked beans, all cooked right here on the Big Ben 40. So again, we're going to put our baked beans in here uncovered. Again, the way this thing designs and rotates, it's not going to spill. It's going to give us a nice smoky flavor as it kind of rotates and cooks around. Alrighty, we have been cooking now for about 4 hours and 15 minutes. And this is what you've got. You've got a perfectly piece of rib coming off, nice bent, coming right off the bone. Can't wait to taste this thing. You got great smoke rings and flavors going on. Like always, if you would, click below, subscribe to the videos, and we can keep these going. Send them to you as you see fit. And best time of all is right now. What do these things taste like? Oh yeah. Those are good.